really creating controversy across the country would be gender-affirming care for young people, and it's on the HHS website. I'd like to work through what gender-affirming care actually means and do it with a couple subjects in mind: drugs and surgeries. Start with prescription drugs. I don't think these drugs have been proven safe and effective for the use you're recommending. It's probably why the FDA has not approved puberty blocking and hormone therapy drugs for gender transition. Anytime a physician, prescribes it, they're doing it off-label. Would you agree that off-label prescriptions for usages not approved by the FDA are potentially dangerous for patients, especially kids?
Senator, thank you for the question. And that is a question that HHS, including FDA, CDC, have been tackling quite a bit as a result of the pandemic. What I would simply say to you is that the FDA would raise alarms if they saw that a particular medicine or treatment were being misused. And at this stage, what we know is that for a drug to be out there available, it has to be safe and effective, as FDA has found. And so what I would simply say with regard to this particular subject is when individuals go in for care, it is their physician who is making that decision with them about what type of medicine or treatment they should receive.
If you'd use that same logic on what we've just navigated through COVID, it seems like there would have been a different point of view. And to me, for many parents across the country, this has more potentially tragic consequences, and it seems like it's a double standard. Let's look at surgeries that would be even more impactful. And I'm not going to mention the particulars there. It's almost grotesque to mention what could occur. Could you explain what irreversible top and bottom sex change surgeries are and why that is on the portal as well?
Senator, as you've just indicated, there are many different types of procedures that can be deployed. What I will say to you is, again, in any case, no individual, no patient will proceed forward unless his or her doctor has advised of the procedure, and it is considered by the FDA and others who have to go ahead and certify a medicine or a procedure to be safe and effective.
So I'll try to distill it into a more simple form. In what case would it be appropriate to perform irreversible sex change surgery on kids?
Those decisions are made by that individual in consultation with physician and caregivers, and no decision would be made without having consulted appropriately.
I think the government shouldn't be pushing or have it out there on a portal that moves you towards irreversible sex change therapy. And I think we just need to think about it carefully, because we're navigating into territory that we've never done before as a government. Kids going through this are having a hard time. We should be maybe focusing more on mental health and not things that are irreversible. And I think leading the HHS, it might be a little more important to be a little more definitive rather than making it look like, a laissez-faire approach and whatever happens, happens. I think that's out of sync with most of America, and it seems to me it'd be wise to maybe back up a little bit.
Senator, I hear what you're saying. I believe that we should help those have the life-affirming care that they need. There are many transgender youth who have actually gone in the opposite direction, taking their life. If we can make a life better for someone in America, we should, especially if in consultation with their physician, they approve of those procedures.
Do you think it'd be reasonable, my last question, in the meantime, to maybe take this off the site until there's a little more kind of science built into the approach, a little more discussion about what may or may not make sense, rather than having it out there where it looks like it condones the process.
I would say to you that many of our medical experts would tell you that we've explored this subject for a long time, and what we find is that we are helping improve the lives of many Americans by providing them with the care that they have chosen with the informed consent of family and also with the consent and advice of their own physician.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Shaheen.